5 annoying things that all INTJs can understand. The INTJ personality is one of the rarest of the 16 Myers-Briggs types, that it makes it easy for us to feel like no one gets us or understands the challenges we face. But in most cases, other INTJs have had startlingly similar experiences, and as many of us share the same frustrations. Number 5. Being told to relax or cheer up. INTJs spend a good part of our early life being asked what's wrong, and a good part of our adult life faking smiles so we're not asked what's wrong. But we have a dirty little secret. Nothing was wrong in the first place. They view emotions as private, and they generally contain not feelings, even positive ones. INTJs don't see any practical use for acting super hyper cheaper cheerful. The things that gives us the most pleasure are purpose-driven activities like research or designing something. Other people don't view this as fun. They are more likely to be fascinated than happy. As a result, INTJs often wear a serious expression that other people mistake for tension, worry, or distress. This manifests differently for men and women. They often asked if they're angry or told not to be so serious. For them, the serious facial expression and lack of hyper-happy choppiness is seen as unfeminine, cold, and aloof. Number 4. Saying something obvious. They imagine that conversation, for other people, is like a fun game of frisbee we're in. They're good at throwing words, good at catching, and if they missed, they will laugh at you. For many INTJ types, conversation is not like that. There are 2 possible explanations for this INTJ issue. 1. INTJs are good at seeing the underlying cause for something, or the long-term effect it will have. That means they often spot problems that other people aren't even aware of. 2. They wrongly assume that everyone prefers for their friends to be honest. When these 2 factors come together, it can result in us saying something that sounds helpful to our ears, but hits everyone else like an emotional cannonball. INTJs aren't always right, and there's no special glory in bursting people's bubbles. But that's the thing. They don't do it for ego, or to prove a point, or to bring other people down. INTJs often do it by accident, fully assuming that everyone else sees the same way until they notice the horrified looks it causes. Number 3. Mistook friends' idea for a real plan. Most get-togethers involve some planned activity. It can be as casual as game night, or it can be much more structured, like taking a stained glass class. What INTJs don't usually understand is that the activity is not important to most people, even though it's the official reason there was a get-together at all. As INTJ, they assumed that the question, "Do you want to go to watch movies?" meant they would proceed directly to the cinema. They couldn't understand why nobody else cared that they were just sitting around someone's house, or that once they got underway, INTJs might get waylaid on a totally different errand. For them, it just didn't make sense. Most people, any gathering is primarily about socializing, not about getting something done. INTJs eventually figure this out, and they may even learn to fake it by pretending to be as laid back as everyone else in the group outings. But this approach isn't natural to them, and really, it can stress them out. It feels like a lot of their time and others is being wasted. Number 2. You look terrible in literally every photo. If you're an INTJ, get ready to not get a lot of sympathy from anyone else, because everyone thinks they look terrible in photos. The difference is, most people actually look fine, whereas INTJs look like monsters assembled from spare body parts. Okay, not really, but you get the point. You see, many of INTJs have absolutely no instinct to smile a big, cheesy smile when the camera is turned on to them. because they think it's okay to just feel happy without a big outward to show off their happiness. Sometimes, their faces remain so flat and expressionless that it can look like they're trying to grimace. The reason INTJs look this way is complex. It's partly because a genuine smile uses muscles around the eyes, not just the mouth. A fake smile uses just the mouth muscles. So, on one level, INTJs may look weird on camera because they're faking their smiles. But real mystery is why other people don't look weird. If they were all just putting on a smile for the camera, shouldn't everyone's smile look fake? It's that second trick that INTJs have to learn in order to become photogenic. Some INTJs haven't learned it yet. Number 1. Knowing a better way, but no one believes you. INTJs have a piece of information that could substantially improve a situation. They share the situation and no one believes them. And there are no good options. Either they argue, or you let someone's day be ruined by their problem. It's an experience that most INTJs have regularly. Again, INTJs don't feel this way because of their ego, or because they think that they can never be wrong. Actually, they're wrong plenty, but the main thing is that they get to spend their time doing and learning new stuff. That pastime may come with plenty of downsides, like having new friends or having no idea how to read social cues. But it also comes with a huge bonus of legitimately knowing better ways to do things. If only people believed them. Of course, there are some ways to accept the INTJ's ideas. It gets more exhausting having to go through the same process of convincing people all the time. Being an INTJ means that some people couldn't accept you for being different, weird, and boring. But once they've known you and they listened, they'll learn to accept you no matter what. As long as you don't give up, just be true to yourself.